Guiz, how's it going?
Very good, and you?
Are you tired?
I am.
Yeah?
Yes, but you know, we just launched a game, so it's a happy time. I didn't sleep before the launch because I was like super stressed and there was so many things to do.
I'm sure.
And now, even though I'm tired, I don't want to sleep because I'm watching the numbers. I'm watching the posts on the social media. Everyone liked the game. I'm super happy.
It's dope. Okay, so that's why we're here. I'm currently at Outerminds studio, headquarters, downtown Montreal. We're celebrating the launch of H3H3 Ball. It's so good.
Yeah, H3H3 Ball Rider.
With the lovely folks, Ethan and Hila Kline.
That's correct.
Yeah. And they... Okay, now, hold up. This is not your first time working with YouTubers.
That's correct.
Right? What inspired this game?
Let me tell you a story first. So we did the 2 games for PewDiePie. We did a game. That's success. So we decided to do a second one.
Yep.
Was a huge hit.
Yes, it was.
And then in between... there was Ethan and Hila. They wrote on Twitter. They said, "Oh, we're looking for a developer for a game."
Oh wow!
And we decided to answer and say, "Hey, we're like a lot of people from Outerminds were fan."
Of course.
So it was but we're interested. Let's talk.
Yeah.
So we talked about concept. We talked about like it's been a long work in progress because making a game for YouTubers that are not like focusing on gaming, it's harder. So we worked hard, and it hurts me when I see on the social media some people that said like, "Oh, you made a game and then you stamped the IP of Ethan and Hila on it," because that's not it at all.
No,
we worked for over a year, back and forth. At first, we're not working full time on the game, but like discussing concept.
Yeah.
What should it be about? And once we hit the concept, like so many back and forth because they wanted to make sure that everything was fine and they were there for so many like small details.
Yeah.
They were very involved in the
And here's the thing. They're the voices too.
They are the voice.
Yeah.
So they sent us voiceovers. And funny thing, I did Ethan's voice in French.
So I was going to ask you about that. Because here's the thing. Ethan and Hila have a very distinct way of speaking.
That's correct.
Their thought... Maybe this is something that I catch all the time because I work in radio and I hear a lot of people speak, if that makes sense. But the way they speak, their intonation is very different. You can feel the thought behind their words. Did you have to like embody that to do it in French?
I decided to use my own voice.
Ooh.
Since he's got such a strong IP. I felt like if I'm trying to be him, it would sound like a parody.
Okay.
So I decided to go as myself, yeah.
Nice. So I haven't heard that yet because my operating system is in English on my phone. So I need to go and flip that or get another phone and test it out because I want to hear you as Ethan and be like, wow, pff, mind blown.
It's more me as myself than me as Ethan.
Oh, it's going to be too cool. Who does the Hila's voice in the French version?
Her name is Odile. She works here. And she's from France, so it's cool to have the French accent from France and the French accent from Quebec.
Odile from Multijoueur?
That's good.
No way!
Yep.
Oh, I love that. Oh, that's great. Oh, man. I find it really cool lately that I'm getting to know a lot of the folks that are making these games, and then I feel them in the games, and I have such a higher appreciation. Not that I didn't before, but... the appreciation, like I feel it, like I feel like a little sense of pride on all you guys and all the cool stuff you're making. So the game is. Explain the type of game it is because this is something I haven't really played before.
Yeah, it's tough to explain. So it's a runner. Got some mechanic runners. So you're in a tunnel. You control the Fupa. The Fupa is Ethan. So you're like this big ball and. You realize that you can sweat, and you're sweating so much that you're like a rocket. And Hila can control where you're going because she's riding on top of the Fupa. Oh. So I would say it's kind of a goofy racing casual game style.
Okay, because I was trying to explain it to my husband because my husband is also a big H3H3 fan like myself, and I was saying it kind of reminded me in moments like the flow through some of the Donkey Kong swimming levels back in the day.
Okay.
Do you see not obviously the speed, but just the feel of like the tunnel system?
Okay, I like
it
that.
Reminded me of that. I was like, think that, but faster. Because I was playing it today while I was on the bus, and I gotta say, it's a great game to play on the go.
Yeah. It's funny because games last like about 2 minutes.
Yeah.
If you're good, can go up to maybe 8 minutes. If you're amazing, you will go further than that. Like our QA tester are amazing, so we had to like make the game harder because we couldn't kill them. And at one point, if it's an infinite level, you need to die at one point.
Yeah.
Because the point is to get further and further.
Yeah.
Then you unlock equipments. Then you can upgrade your equipments. They make you go further. There's events. The events are amazing because some of them are there's a precise distance. For example, it can be 700 meters, and then in the leaderboard, like it's the best times. So these are my favorite. But yeah, in the infinite level, you need to die at one point.
Exactly. At some point, you're gonna run out of road.
Out of sweat, in our
Out
case.
of sweat.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. So the little dots, they represent what?
It's kind of your energy.
Okay. Does that fuel the sweat?
That's
Sweat fuel?
kind of sweat fuel.
Ethan sweat fuel.
And to replenish your sweat, if you hit fans for some reason, like it create that body reaction, giving you more sweat.
I love
you
it.
can, like, replenish your sweat.
I like it. So what's the reaction been like?
I'm sorry?
What's the reaction been like?
So far, so good. We got like 4.9 on 5 on both stores.
Awesome.
On iOS and Android. People love the game. I mean, it's only been 24 hours
That's
now.
true.
So I'm waiting. I'm refreshing, like Google, like give me more articles. I want to read like what professional thinks. But I think that like at Outerminds we're super proud to be able to make games for influencer, but the games always stands on its own. So if you don't know the IP, you will just refer as a YouTube store as the narrator, maybe. Because the game is fun, and we made sure it was not like vulgar, sexual or anything. So it's 8+.
Yeah.
Even though it's not violent, it's still cartoon violence. So.
But it does have Ethan and Hila's comedy in it, and their style and their flavor.
Oh, yeah.
You do feel them in the game. Being a fan.
Oh yeah.
I see that.
And the thing I think we're the most proud is the fact that if you like their skins and equipments, and every time a skin or an equipment was based on their IP, you can click on the video and there's a timestamp and you can see exactly when that meme or when that style happened in their video. So you can click and it opened the YouTube video at the exact spot. So you're like, oh, okay, that's Teddy Fresh. Oh, that's Hila's clothing. Oh, I got that. And then the pizza, okay, it's Peppa Pizza. Okay, that's that parody.
Yeah.
So there's always the references are always documented.
Oh, that's great. So you can go deeper because sometimes, like, I'm a fan, but some of the references, like, I just know of. I don't know their origins, and now you're educating me at the same time as giving me a game.
And
I appreciate that.
It worked at the opposite. If you barely know them or don't know them and like feel like you like the IP, you can discover them
that's great.
by doing this.
Oh, awesome. So it's currently out. It's a mobile game. It's out on iOS and Android.
Yep.
Right? Any chance we'll ever see it on something like Switch?
It's not been designed for consoles. It's been designed for mobile play.
Okay.
So it's not in the pipeline right now.
But still, I mean, for the most of us, we all have a mobile phone that we can go play it on, right?
Yes.
Pretty much everybody. Awesome. Well, I don't want to keep you too long from all of this, but I do want to know, like, what's the next steps for you guys? Are you working on a new game, continuing this one? Anything?
You just talked about consoles, right? So we're working on a console game that obviously I cannot tell you about. The only thing I will tell you is that it's based on a movie IP.
Ooh.
So it's like we're aiming... but again, it's work in progress. We're aiming for Switch, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4.
Oh, great.
So we'll see. And we're also working on another game with another YouTuber.
Ooh,
so
fun
to
times.
be continued. But none of this will be out for at least another year.
Okay. So I'll come back again this time next year and we'll have a conversation again.
It takes so much time to make games.
I know.
Because now it's not done. We just launched the game with H3, but launching a mobile game, like a free mobile game, once you launch it, it's not the end.
No.
It's the beginning.
You got to keep supporting that.
Oh, yeah.
Feed the beast, man.
Of
Feed
course.
the beast. Yeah, lovely. And I know last time we were here, it was actually the party launching your new workspace.
Yeah, the pendaison de crémaillère.
Yeah. How's it been now that you've been here for so long? You really you're in the space. Everything feels good. You can stretch your wings.
Oh, we love the space.
Yeah.
We're downtown. We're close to McGill. It's literally 1 minute from the metro. We're on the 13th floor at 666, so it's amazing.
I love it.
I love our address. It's super satanic.
Well, that's it. I said today to one of my colleagues, I'm like, people who stay in hotels on floor number 14, they really know. And you know.
Yeah, it's the 14th floor, but we know it's the 13th floor.
Exactly.
We're proud of it.
Exactly.
And we drew pentagrams using Post-it on the floor when we first came here because we know the drill.
Yep. There you go. All right, Guiz, thank you so much. Best of luck with the game. I'm sure it's going to do amazing balls.
Ooh, I'm going to steal that from you.
You should. You should. Steal it all away. All right, and time to go have a drink and celebrate.
Thank you. Merci beaucoup.
Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this highlight from the Girls on Games podcast, you can go subscribe to our show where most podcasts can be found, or find all of our content at girlsongames.ca.